Alright everybody, I'm sorry about the video quality here. Recording at home, didn't get a chance to do it before I left before Easter. But what this is going to be is our important Supreme Court cases. Make sure you write down everything and then be ready for the question at the very end. Alright, Marbury versus Madison is our first big Supreme Court case in 1803, same year as Louisiana Purchase. The big issue was Jefferson ordered Madison not to deliver Adams' last-minute judicial appointments. The decision, the law that allowed Marbury to sue James Madison for delivery of his appointment, was unconstitutional. The significance is the Marshall Court established judicial review, the power of the federal court to determine constitutionality of a law. So make sure you write down everything that you see on the screen. The next big Supreme Court case we have is Gibbons versus Ogden. The issue was steamship operators fought over shipping rights on the Hudson River in both New York and New Jersey. The decision, only the federal government has the power to regulate interstate commerce. The significance to show the federal government is the supreme law of the land. So again, we're just giving you the highlights here. I'm not trying to get all the details for it. Next, Mcculloch versus Maryland. The issue, Maryland wanted to tax its branch of the National Bank. The court decided the states cannot claim to have power over the federal government. So it showed again that the federal government is supreme law of the land. The states are superseded by it. Next court case wasn't one of our major Supreme Court cases, but still was very important, so we're going ahead and add it. Worcester versus Georgia. The issue was the Cherokee tribe sued the state of Georgia to stop the encroachment of white settlers on their land. The decision, the Cherokee, with the help of Worcester, successfully took the court case to the Supreme Court and won the fight and won the right to block the settlers from coming onto their land. However, Andrew Jackson refused to enforce the law, told the Supreme Court, if you want to enforce it, you do it, which they can't. And this helped to quickly begin the Indian Removal Act, the provisions to remove everybody, or the Trail of Tears. And the final one is Dred Scott versus Sanford, but commonly known as the Dred Scott case. The issue, Dred Scott, a slave, was taken from state with slavery to a state that did not have slavery. When he moved to this territory, Dred Scott claimed that he should have been free. The decision, it denied that slaves were even citizens, therefore they had no ability to sue or go before the Supreme Court, and established that slaves were property. It made the Missouri Compromise unconstitutional since it outlawed slavery in portions of the country instead of letting it be everywhere. Also further divided the country. So in that last box that we have, what I really need you to do is to go through and to summarize which court case you think was the most important and why.